think you'll enjoy it. Hi, it's Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay, and we're going to talk about Scandal, the important stuff. The important stuff on Scandal is Jake, okay? Oh, it got very ugly. I mean, that's the big deal. The big deal is how ugly it got for Jake on Scandal. Initially, Jake's being questioned. You know, he was marching in the battle, like I told you last week. And now he's in this room. And at first, initially, he's cool. But then he loses his temper. And it's a great scene where you see all of these guns pointed at Jake. You know, it's like seeing, if you've ever seen iRobot with Will Smith. And the robot gets out of hand. And all of Will Smith's henchmen point the gun at the robot. I mean, it's not that many henchmen in the room. But it's that same... It reminded me of that. That's what flashed in my mind when I saw all the guns pointing at Jake. Like, don't try it, Jake. You know, you'll be dead in a second. That's what they're saying to him. All right, so anyway, then there was a scene where Huck's trying to convince his family that he stayed away in order to protect them. But they don't care. They don't want him stalking them. It's heartbreaking. So Robin consoles Huck. It's very touching. All right, then we see Olivia confronting the president about Jake. She's worried about her boyfriend. And he's a little insulted that she would even come in and ask about him. But the president, when he confronted Jake, Jake had already said that it was Rowan, which is Olivia's father, who did all the murdering and things like that. And of course, Rowan is telling Liv, his daughter, that no, it was Jake. Jake is the bad guy. He did all the dirt. You know, it's not really me. You know, I'm here to help and make things better. All right, so... You see Olivia being a little naive, which I don't understand why, or maybe she's pretending or she's playing the game with her father, but she appears to believe him to a certain extent. So you see her kind of pacifying or passively, I should say passively looking at her father with compassion and with some level of comfort, which is strange, you know, because she knows how evil he is, regardless of what he's done to help her out. She leans on him for a certain amount of emotional support, which I don't understand. I guess, I'm assuming it's just a primal thing, you know, when people are, you know, it is your father regardless of what he does kind of thing. Maybe unconditional love. I'm not sure what it is. But yes, she does seem to go back to him. All right, but anyway, then we see Mellie confronting Lauren about the whereabouts of the president. She thinks he's with Olivia, and he's not. He's getting ready to beat up Jake. Later, Mellie gets all liquored up. You know, she starts drinking, and she accuses the president of being with Olivia. But he advises her that he was interrogating a suspect, which he really was at this point. He wasn't with Olivia. He was interrogating Jake and things like that. The president and Mellie, have another ugly moment, and it results in him calling her names again. I hate when he does that. Oh, all right. Cyrus says some ugly stuff. He says the next time he sees Jake, he'll be dancing on his grave. So you know what that means, you know. They're expecting Jake to leave here, and it's probably not by natural causes, okay? As the episode closes, you see scenes of Jake getting a beating, and it's by the president. The president is giving him this beatdown, right? In between the blows, Jake begins to taunt the president and says, yeah, it felt so good inside Olivia's body. I know, it's torrid. It's torrid, but it's very funny. All right, so then there are scenes that are edited in and out. You see the president throwing blows at Jake. He's beating him. He's throwing blows. And as he's doing that, I guess there are pictures of Jake and Olivia on the beach. And, you know, them maybe kissing or whatever they were doing. And I'm assuming that that entire segment is to suggest that the president is not just beating Jake to avenge his son's murder, but additionally to satisfy his anger and jealousy over Jake having sex with Olivia. Until we meet again, God bless. It's Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay.